Howdy. Welcome to Ag Science 305. My name is Randy Lund and I'm the instructor for this course. Hopefully you're in the right spot. This is Ag Science 305, Management of Supervised Ag Experiences. Many of you will be Ag Science majors, and there are a few of you that are not, and that's okay. We welcome you all. This is an online course. All the assignments will be completed through our Blackboard module, or our eCampus, I should say. Today, we're going to go over a few of those first day procedures, going through the syllabus, discussing the format of the course, and taking a look at a few of those expectations for the course. The course is laid out in a series of modules. These modules are going to be following a week at a time, so module 1 will last a week, and so forth, so forth. Over here on the left-hand side of your screen, you can see that those modules are 1 through 14, and we happen to have 14 weeks of class. So each module represents a week's worth of work, and then we also have some exams scheduled in there as well. Now these modules, when you first log in, you will only be able to see one module at a time, the module that we're working on for that week. It's important that you log in each week and you take a look and see what those expectations are. Over here on the top left, we're on the home page right now. Throughout the semester, announcements will pop up in here, different tasks and items that you will see. The syllabus and the schedule can be found right here, so let's take a look at those first. So here is the syllabus for fall 2018, and this will be similar to each semester. However, this one is for this particular semester. My contact information is listed there. I will tell you that this phone number is not a great number to get a hold of me at. You're far better off using my email. That phone number rings in my office. However, I have multiple offices and run fairly busy, and trying to catch me at that phone number might be difficult. Two offices that I keep primarily one is in the Ag Life Sciences building, second floor in room 246. And then the other one is out at the Relish campus at building 8236 in room 102. There may be a point in time if you need to schedule a meeting and I happen to be at the Relish campus, that might be the most convenient place for you to meet me. So keep that in mind. We'll look here, course description. So this is looking at the SAE component of school-based ag education. Here are some learning outcomes. Well, I won't bore you with those, but should be familiar with what we are going to be doing. As far as textbooks and resources or whatnot, there is no required text for this course. You will need online access, obviously, with it being an online course. You will have access to theaet.com, and then we'll also use several of those other resources throughout the semester. Let's take a look here, grading policies. How will you earn your grade in this course? First off, 45% comes from the 3 exams, each of those exams being worth 150 points each, giving a total of 450 points. There are 4 discussion forums. Each of those total 40 points, and then there are assignments during those modules totaling 260 points. There's a research SAE proposal that is worth 100, and then your final exam, which is comprehensive, worth 150 points. Total course points, 1,000 points. The grade breakdown right below here, you can see very straightforward, very standard. Your 900 to 1,000 points is an A, and so forth. One of the things I want to make sure that you put your attention to is this late work policy. Work turned in late will be penalized 50% automatically. In life, we have deadlines and we have things that have to be done. As a way to start working towards your professionalism, there is a 50% deduction for late work, and that is time stamped. I can see if it is a minute late or if it is 3 hours late. You will have 5 days to turn in any work in past that due date, and you may still receive up to 50% credit. So your grade will be applied and then 50% of it will be earned. After 5 days, no late work is accepted. All university excused absences are accepted with this course, obviously, just as university policy states. Please do check in with me early so that we can work to arrange for any of those types of absences. Next here we have a chart of the assignments throughout this course. You'll see on the left-hand side the title of the assignment, a description, then here's a value, and then finally the due date. Now this course runs with a Tuesday to Monday week, meaning that I will release the content for the course on Tuesday. You will have until Monday of the following week to complete everything. All assignments will be due at 5 p.m. on Mondays. These dates right here happen to be Mondays throughout the semester. 5 p.m. Mondays, once again 5 p.m. Mondays are the time frame for turning in your assignments. Please note that if you email with questions, please give me 24 hours to respond. That being said, if you email an hour before an assignment is due, there's a realistic chance that I may be in another class or be with another situation that I cannot respond immediately. So do please plan accordingly to get your questions answered. So here's a course outline that will explain what topics will be covered during each week or module, where the exams are scheduled. You can see that these exams are scheduled right over here on this left-hand column, and they will also talk about what is being covered in those exams. Those exams will be open for 2 days. They'll be starting on a Monday and closing on a Tuesday. When they open, they'll open at 8 a.m. and close the following Tuesday at 5 p.m. So you will have not quite 48 hours to complete them, but you'll have 2 full days. As we come on down here, if you have any disability information that you need accommodations, please do provide me with the appropriate information that you have from the Office of Disability Services. Should you need to speak with them, they are on campus in the White Creek Complex. Please do visit them if you are needing assistance from Disability Services. Aggie Honor Code, you all should be well aware of the Aggie Honor Code. Do understand that this course is no different because it's an online course. Plagiarism, cheating, all the things that go along with the Aggie Honor Code are still very much in play. It is important that you do your own work. Unfortunately, I have had instances of the Honor Code. It doesn't make... I'm not excited about having to do Honor Code violations. Please don't put me in that situation. So that's about all of the syllabus there. You can also see information, copyright, please don't distribute things from the course, and so forth. If you have any questions about the syllabus, please email or reach out to me, and I'd be happy to answer any questions on that. The next thing I would point your attention to is there's also a set of AET login instructions. Right here, this will be up all semester. Should you ever have an issue of how do I log into AET, this right here will help you log in. This first week's assignment is Explore SAE, and this information will be the same information that you will use for Explore SAE. The names that were used for this and generated for this come straight from the roster that is uploaded into my teacher portal from A&M. So if you go by a different name and you would like something changed, please let me know, and I'd be happy to change that for you, and I can do that on my end. Announcements throughout the semester. If there's something that I need you to know, I will put it here in the announcements, and those will also come via email. Let's take a look here, course calendar. So this is something that you should be able to see for all of your courses, But specifically, if you look over here, we can look at the green. The dark green here is for our Ag Science 305. If you look through here, due dates are listed on the due date that they are put into the system. And then you also find that your due date of your exam is listed here for exam 1. That being said, do note that exam 1 will actually open on the 1st. It is due on Tuesday the 2nd at 5 p.m. But let's back up here. Let's take a look at this Wednesday the 29th. So that's the first week of class. One of the things that I like to do with this class is actually have a quick get-together. I call it a meet and greet with pizza, and we will meet in AGLS 132. Now please, I do need you to understand that this is not mandatory by any means. This is an online class. If you are away from campus, you don't come on campus, and you cannot make this, there is absolutely no penalty for not making this event. This is something that I've done simply to assist those who would like to meet in person. We can go over some of those expectations and some of the frequently asked questions. I find it helpful for me as an instructor to get to be able to put a name with your faces and share with you some of those expectations. I will have pizza there, and we'll meet until all the questions are answered. So if that lasts for 45 minutes, we'll last for 45 minutes. If there's a lot of questions, then we'll last for an hour and a half or so forth. So we've got the room reserved that evening, and there will be pizza provided. So would sure like to see you out there. That is going to happen August 29th at 7 p.m. here in the AGLS building 132. If you have questions about that, please don't hesitate to email. All right, so that's that first event that we have, and then we roll right into assignments. The first due date is September the 3rd, and then you can see each Monday after that you will have an assignment due. You can go through the calendar. All of those assignments are in, so you can plan your schedule around it, hopefully, all the way up until the end of the semester here. We have our final exam scheduled for December 10th and 11th. Then they're again starting at 8 a.m. on December 10th and wrapping up on Tuesday the 11th at 5 p.m. All right, enough of that stuff. Let's get into Module 1. So let's go over here and click on Module 1 and see what we have for Module 1. You'll see here in Module 1, hopefully you've already been there because you're watching this video. This link will be active, and so that's all you have gotten here. But Module 1, you have a discussion board activity, and then you'll have an SAE Explore SAE assignment. And so let's talk first about this discussion board. This discussion board is, you're going to actually create a video here like I have with maybe you choose screencasting software, or I've been told that you can record videos with Snapchat as well. I'm not concerned how you record your video, as long as you get it and upload it into the discussion board thread. What I'd like you to do in that video is introduce yourself to us. Where do you call home? What's your major? When do you hope to graduate? What careers are of interest to you? Like I said, there are many ag science majors in here, which is teaching in the ag ed field. But we also have some others with us, and we'd sure like to know what your background and your future aspirations are. And then describe your high school FFA experience, or maybe lack thereof. Maybe you weren't a part of it. Did you have an SAE project? What types of projects were they, and what you learned from those? And then the question we start into with records here is, how often would you say you recorded your records? For some, it might have been when it came time to get a Lone Star degree, and you backdated for 3 or maybe 4 years. But if you were not part of 4-H or FFA, did you keep any records for another activity or organization? I know for myself, I'm an Eagle Scout, and so the scouting program also has record-keeping practices. And then lastly, what is the most valuable learning outcome you hope to gain from this course? I want to know so that I can help cater this course to each of you as best that I can. And then the last part is after you've uploaded your video, I encourage you to watch the videos from your other peers. And then you'll need to respond to two of them. Compare and contrast their experience with record keeping to yours. Did you have a program where you were constantly keeping records and it was a very systematic process? Or was it kind of haphazard at the end? And how did your experience differ from your peers? So that's your discussion board. And then the last part here is your Explore SAE. And so with that, you will go to the exploresae.com website, and you're going to choose Explore Your SAE, and then from there, just like we showed earlier in those AET logins, you're going to log in, choose Start a New Experience, and answer those questions that relate to you and your interests. Now let's go take a look at that. So if we go here to Explore SAE, we're going to go up here to Explore Your SAE. Right over here, AET Users. Remember, first initial, last name, your capital first name, capital to start with your last name, and then your password is whatever you choose to reset it to. Remember, the default is going to be the same as your username, but please do reset that. Our chapter is Aggie 9, and then from there we can sign in. It looks like it's going to think here today a little bit longer. All right, and here it logs us in here. And what I would like you to do then at this point is go ahead and start a new experience. And then you're going to simply answer these questions, okay? Now, keep in mind that these are hypothetical issues or questions. I'm not going to be asking you to go out and develop an SAE project and bring a market animal to your dorm room. That's not the case at all. Working through this experience and many experiences in this course, you're going to need to use a hypothetical approach. You may certainly use your own interest, and I would encourage you to use your own interest as if you were a student. So at this point is you might say, what is your current level of knowledge about SAEs? And you might say, well, for me, I have some. Okay, so let's consider your past SAE experience in ag education. What best describes those experiences? If you have none, that's perfectly fine. Check that. Maybe you have a passion for livestock showing and showing those projects, or maybe you have more of the ag mechanics background and field and the power of machinery. So you answer these questions and go through. Once you've gone all the way through and completed, it will generate a report. That report will be a PDF. Please save that, and then you'll upload it as for your assignment. So if we go back over here to Module 1, you can click on that, and here you'll see the due date again. Browse your computer after you've saved it, upload it, and submit. That needs to be done by 5 p.m. Just keep in mind also that the discussion board is also due by 5 p.m. on Monday, and get those responses in. Alrighty, folks. Well, hopefully this didn't bore you to tears for this first week. Hopefully I will see many of you on Wednesday the 29th, and we can go over some more stuff and get to know one another. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to email or reach out. Again, my email is on the syllabus. You can email me through eCampus as well. My email is rlund@tamu.edu. All right, till next time, take care, Ags.